Hello guys, welcome to my Python masterclass. In this course, I will teach you everything you need to know about Python from the very ground up. If you are new to Python, don't worry. I am going to teach you from the very beginning, okay? So what is Python? Python is a programming language, a general purpose programming language. You can do almost any type of work with Python, from game development to web development to any type of scripting as well. Python can do almost anything. It won't restrict you in any way. You can do web development and all that stuff, okay? So in order to work with Python, first of all you need to download Python from Google. I'm gonna open Firefox. Just type Python and search. You will get this website python.org. Click here, download, and go to Windows if you are using Windows and download it. If you are using Linux or Mac, you don't need to do this, okay? So I'm using Linux at the moment, okay? This is Linux OpenSUSE Tumbleweed. So you need to download it and install it. After installing it, make sure when you're installing it, select the path check button. It's essential to if you want to follow my steps, okay? So make sure you check the path button. It will give you an option when you're installing, okay? This will allow you to use Python interpreter in your command prompt. In Linux or Mac, we have terminal or what you call console. I have a built-in console, so I'm going to use that. So if you're using Windows, type CMD in your menu bar and press enter. It will open a black terminal, something like this, very similar. And if you're using Mac, you can open your console and just type Python 3, okay? Not Python 3. If you type Python, you will get Python 2.7, which is not what we're going to work with, okay? So make sure you type Python 3 and press enter. As you can see, Python 3.6. So this is a Python interpreter. It will run Python code in it, okay? We'll just learn basics in it, okay? And further on we'll move to an IDE. So Python is a really easy programming language. You can do almost anything with it, just like I told you previously. For example, I can in Python interpreter I can do mathematical calculations as well. For example, 9 plus 4 13, 5 plus 5 10, and I can assign values to a variable. For example, a is equals to 10. If I say a again, it will print 10. I can also do a plus 80. It gave me 90 because a is equals to 10. I have assigned a as 10. So when I add 80 to a, it will give me 90. And if I do something like a is equals to and if I do a again, it says hello world. The a variable is overwritten now, okay? It was first an integer, now it's a string. So I have replaced a's value with a string value, okay? It's pretty easy to assign any type of value in Python. If you want to check what type of value it is, it's pretty easy. Just type, okay, and put the value inside. Like I want to know the type of a. It gave me str, which means string. A string value is a character based value. You can have anything as a string. It can be variable, integer, anything can be a string. So for example, if I do a plus So I can easily add string with another string. It's that simple. What if I want to add an integer into a string? For example, if I do a plus 55, as you can see it gave me an error. Must be string, not integer. Int. Okay, so how can I add an integer to a string? It's pretty simple. I can do a plus str, which means string, and I can give it 55. As you can see, it added value 55 in our hello world. But if I print a again, sorry, it remained same. It did not change. See, we were modifying values in our terminal, not the actual value. If I did a is equals to a plus str 55 and print a again, see, now our a value has changed. Previously when we were running our commands, our actual value did not change. We were using that value, but our value does not change when you run it or execute commands through it. You can only change a value when you place an is equal to sign, and after that give an entire value, just like we did. First of all, our value was int, then we made it into a string, and now we reassigned it to another string. Okay, this is an entire string. Okay, now if I want to add a maybe a int with a string, for example b is equals to 66 and c is equals to 88. Okay, so c is equals to 88. So if I do b plus c, it will give me an error, even though c has numbers in it. It still thinks it's a string. Do you know why? Because it has these single curly braces, what do you call it, columns and single columns. Okay, because of these, it thinks Python interpreter thinks it's a string. Okay, it does not think it's a string. So how do we convert a string into an int? It's pretty simple though. I hope you guessed it. We type int and we give it the value which we want to convert into an int. Since I want to convert c into int because it's a string, it gave me a value. See how easy it is. In Python you can assign a variable multiple type of values. For example, I can say k is equals to 3.99. as you can see, it's a float. Okay, so if I do type kk, it gave me float. So Python is smart enough to recognize what type of variable it is. You don't need to type an int and any type of thing. Python is smart enough to detect it. Okay, so in Python we have a special type of characters which we call lists. For example, if I say kk is equals to 1, 3, 4, and if I say type, it gave me list, because you can see it has 3 values. Okay, it's a list which contains 3 values. If I want to access this list, maybe the first value, I can do kk 0. Do you know why did I do 0? I could have done 1. Why did I do 0? Because in computer our counting starts from 0. It does not start from 1. Okay, so our counting starts from 0. Always remember that. Okay, so if I do kk 1, it gave me 3. Okay, so it's Python is a pretty easy language. Okay. In our next class, in my next video, I will explain arrays and lists, dictionaries, tuples, and etc. Okay. So stay tuned. Bye bye. If you like my video, please subscribe, and if you want, you can support me on Patreon. Thank you very much. Bye bye.